What's up, party people? It's your boy Chaz with a very late edition of All Types of Idol, where I give my take on what went on in the Chicago auditions for American Idol Season 9. And you gotta excuse me because I didn't get to watch this live. I had to wait to finally watch it online. So imagine my surprise when we're actually starting off with a good audition. American Idol's finally listening to me. That's what I'm talking about. I want more good auditions starting up the show. Her name is Kathleen Epperly, and she is a product of divorced parents. And I got to tell you, this girl got an interesting tone. You can tell she has a strong voice, but there's like a little bit of a soulful rasp in there. I just think that she has to kind of round it off. But I think she did a very solid job. She's looking like Taylor Swift a little bit, so I was wondering if she was going to be country, the way she looked. So I'm not quite sold on what type of music that she wants to do. I'm not a big fan as of yet, but there's something there. Then we see a bunch of Chicago's old nicknames. It's basically like me, you know. I go by so many nicknames. I go by Chaz, Chubba, Lover, Mr. Lover if you're nasty. Next up is Amy Lang, and oh my goodness, this girl is freaking hilarious. This is the type of girl that I would love to hang out with in the auditions, you know, acting a fool, acting crazy. And I feel bad for poor Ryan. The girl was trying to molest him. But anyway, when she came in strong with her personality, and then all of a sudden she faints. I'm like, what? This girl is crazy. She has a okay voice, but the thing was, I knew she wasn't gonna go through because it wasn't serious enough. I think she has a great personality. I hope she tries that again with a more serious song. The boobs. Oh my goodness, I would have fun with those all day long. It's just like Wendy Williams. How you doing? And then American Idol pissed me off by playing that stupid Growing Pains song. I can't stand it. Next up is Charity Vance, and I already could tell just by the way she was talking in her intro. I'm probably not gonna like this girl because she seems like she's too perky and an annoying 16-year-old. But when this girl opened her mouth to sing Summertime, I gotta tell you, I was impressed. That is not an easy song to do. Even though she has like a weak voice, I just like the stylistic choices that she used. Her high notes could get on my nerve a little bit. The tone could get on my nerve just a little bit. But she got a voice and she knows how to use it. I kind of want to think that she's going to make the top 24. If not top 24, very close. At this point, I'm kind of already getting annoyed because of all the bad auditions, garbage, and only 4 people made it through Hollywood at this point. And I'm like, where's the talent? And of course, Simon made a girl cry, and the mother was like, oh, why are you being so mean, Simon? This has been 9 seasons. It's Simon's job to be mean. Next up was Miss Angela Martin, and yes, I remember this lady very well because of her daughter. She auditioned 3 times. Man, did she have some bad luck. Her father got killed the first time she got to Hollywood. Second time, courts want to get at her. They really don't want her to be on American Idol for some reason. I feel bad for her because this girl has a genuinely good voice. I actually like her better than Little Rounds. Why didn't they put her through? Oh yeah, I forgot. The court tickets. Yeah. Wait for the government to ruin another one of my guilty pleasures. Great! But yeah, she goes to Hollywood, and man, I really want her to make it to the top 24 because she deserves it, and it's her last chance. So, if she gets cut before the top 24, I'm gonna be like so beyond pissed because this girl worked her butt off. At the end of day 1, only 3 good auditions shown? Really? Day 2 starts off really badly because Curly Newborn decided to sing one of my favorite songs, Maxwell's A Woman's Worth. He decided to really butcher it. No. Those high notes were not working. He was like straining so hard to reach it. that song is tough enough as it is already for a good singer. For a bad singer to sing it, it's like massacre. Standing outside, this woman's wild, this woman's wild. Ooh, it's hot, oh man. Who am I to judge it? I can't sing that song either. Next up was Alana Howard, and you know what? I think this girl does have a voice on her, but she's way too green for this competition. You see, the judges were helping her out with the high note because she was going too high. She should have started lower. Again, way too big of a song to challenge Whitney. It wasn't happening. Next up was Brian Krause, and you gotta forgive me because I know this guy was in the military. But I think something happened with him up here because he's not alright. It was like watching Forrest Gump. This guy... When this guy was singing Tiny Tim, I am sorry. All I could think about is Shrek and the gingerbread man that always getting bitten and how he sings on the good trip, lollipop, it's sweet, trip to the candy shop. I could not stop laughing. I didn't want to laugh at the guy because something's not right up here, but every time I think of gingerbread man, I just gotta laugh. Okay. And I just love the way that he referred to the judges as Mr. Jackson, Mr. Cow. Next up was Harold Davis, the champ. And he's ready for American Idol. He's ready to work. He said he's got this. But you know what? He was putting on a major front. And because of that big old long note in the beginning, I already knew that he couldn't really sing that well. So after the judges tell him no, he cries down like a little wussy. I know you want this, but you're making a big old front that you're gonna win her. Winners don't cry. Buck up, man! It is just one door. Another one will open. Next up was John Park, and I'm thinking finally a good singer, right? Actually, I thought this guy was kind of average. Shania was right. She was not trying to be sexual or anything, but he does have a nice bottom end. Probably doesn't sound right coming from me, but it's true. He has a good lower range. He reminds me a lot of Paul Kim, who I thought in season 6, if you don't remember him, he's the Korean that wanted to give Asians a really good name. But he kind of reminds me of him in the fact that he has a really strong potential to be like one of the better singers of this competition, but kind of failed it with the wrong song choice in top 24. That's what I feel John Park is going to be. I think he probably could make the top 24, but if he does, I think he's going to be one of the first ones cut. But finally, someone made it to Hollywood. Woo! Next audition that we saw was Paige DeChaussee, and she's a cute little girl. She has really bad asthma. She almost died. And I feel for her because I had asthma when I was like 8. I found out I had asthma, and I know the feeling of having used that nebulizer is not cool. So she sings A Change Is Gonna Come, and I gotta say, she has an interesting voice too. She reminds me a lot like Caitlyn in the earlier episodes, just in the fact that she has some interesting tones in her voice. But honestly, I do like Paige better. She sounds like she has more of a distinct voice than Caitlyn does, I think. So what was up with the judges saying that she doesn't have enough passion? I tend to agree because that's a very strong song, and she didn't really bring enough emotion for that particular song. I would love to see this girl in the top 24. But honestly, I don't think she's going to make it. The only reason why I don't think it's going to make it is because I go back to season 8, Juno Joyner, one of the best singers that I've seen that round or last season, and he got screwed by not even making wild card. And you know why I think? Is because he has asthma too. So I have a feeling that Paige is going to be cut just based on the fact that she got asthma. Because you never know when she's going to have like an attack like that and she has to use the inhaler, or when her throat's going to close up. I fear for this girl. And after that, we're treated to a montage of 3 singers that made it to Hollywood. Justin Ray, he's good, bit loud for me, but good. Keith Simple sing Heaven. He's the one with the guitar. He sounds too much like Bryan Adams. I don't really think it's his voice, and if it is his voice, he's just basically an imitator of Bryan Adams. Then Marcus Jones sang I'll Be, and I thought, okay, he R&B'd up I'll Be just like EJ Day, except without all the runs. I thought he has a good natural voice, but nothing impressive yet. So all in all, Chicago was alright. Nothing to rah-rah about to take home. But you know what? Maybe people will step up in Hollywood. We'll see. Until next time, love, peace, chicken grease.